First of all, good afternoon, judges and all participants, ladies and gentlemen. We are Read2Rise. I'm Sakuntia and she's Kanika. Our topic is about enhancing reading accessibility virtually impaired youth. So before going into the presentation, I think everyone also agree with me that reading is important. Reading is not only about like completing your assignment for school, but it also like help expand your knowledge. For example, improving your creativity as well as your critical thinking skills, and also equip you with knowledge, keep you with updated through receiving information, and even navigate help you to navigate the world. So despite the very importance of reading, we found that like nearly the majority of the Cambodian youth, they are not very much motivated to reading. These include people with disability, people without disability, and even people who are like have the like the visually impaired. So for example, people with visually impaired, do you think that Braille is the only options to support them? Luckily, the answer is no. As the data showing here, we found that audiobook is one of the efficient way in order to support them to receive the information from the reading material. It's showing here that the majority of them using smartphone as well. Why do you think that smartphone is important? Using the smartphone is important because, for example, through the inclusive feature in here, they can use it by that it can help them like for the people who are have the problem with their vision. It can be designed, for example, looking at the text, looking at the color, the contrast, the interface that's designed to support the people who are visually impaired. Despite the important, unfortunately, we found that nearly none of the company in Cambodia, they designed the interface looking into the inclusive criteria that I showed you earlier. And if we look at the data from the United States, like only 13% of them consider to do so. So comparatively, they are low.
Thank you, Kunti. So as you now know that smartphone is the mostly used by the visually impaired people. And that's now in the digital era, we also think and imagine what if we able to design a more friendly interface on the app so that the people with visually impairment can also use and access to more reading materials. So regarding this, we propose propose to take a small step in order to achieve a big and sustainable impact in the future. We want to be a consultant. We act as a bridge to bring the need of the visual impaired people to the audiobook company or e-book company and publisher about the needs of the visually impaired people. We focus on our recommendation on 3 key points. Number 1, on the printed text, styles and color, which we haven't seen so far. Number 2 is regarding the features that have the searchable by voice. Number 3 is embedded with the Braille audio reading download available in the app, which means the app help the visual impaired people read the Braille faster. So how are we going to do this and make it happen? We have identified key established companies that are now working in the field. We focus on the font, text printed to those who are now already master in this printed text. And for the audio book like Bookayon, Read2Rise, or e-book, the potential company we can reach out to and propose to them the bar in the app or have the specific features that are available for the visual impaired people. So we believe by focus on what their strength, they are more likely to collaborate with us. So to make this into reality, we propose a pilot test which run in 12 months. So we start by talking with our partners and introduce with our proposal. Step 2, in the meantime, we select to work with Krusatmai organizations and understand the need of the visually impaired children and what they need. Until then, we share our proposal. This is what we're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you. One question, I found it quite interesting. You already identified the publishers, potential publishers that could cooperate with your project. So do you know, or have you found out what are the reasons so far that these publishers haven't already adopted these simple, some of them quite simple accessibility formats? What is stopping them from doing that? And secondly, what makes you confident that they will cooperate in this work? I imagine they're more profit-driven organization, right? So if they adopt these accessible formats, will this increase their profit, for example, sales? From business perspective, not only from, you know, like nice wholeheartedness kind of perspective. So that's one question. And secondly, again, on the data source that you mentioned, there's 0% of information available in these formats. So where did you get that data?
Yes,
thank
you for the question. So I answer for the first one. We actually doing our own research by testing to each portal of the publisher. And then most of them are currently, if they are the printed, they also focus on print it out. And really they focus on the braille printing. And some of them have the website. It's also put the book online and then be able to download. But they don't really, I don't see any format in terms of like color and contrast, black and white font, black background, or this kind of setting available. So this is based on our finding. And number two, I think they will collaborate because we show them another area of potential customer they can reach out to, which is the visually impaired group of people that they have missed. So it is a win-win. It's a benefit for them and also a benefit for the people who need to read more. And regarding this data of zero in Cambodia, to be honest, this is what we also doing and access by ourselves. And also we test with 7 apps, audio book. Even the setting in app is not available, but for example, we can increase the font size by ourselves, but then if you go in the app with the increased font size, it does not work. So this is with our own testing. There's no available data for this. Thank you.